All right. I'm here
What's
with
up?
Hey.
How you doing?
Um,
I'm Tom Bukovac.
Uncle Larry.
Sagittarius.
Yes, that's true.
Ford.
Your birthday's in December, right?
Yeah. Ford brought this.
December what?
20.
20.
Ford brought this 63 refin SG Junior over, and it's got the original bridge on it. He has no idea what's about to unfold with the transition to.
Okay, so I just found out that he has, would you say, invented?
Yeah. Well, not me and Joe Glazer,
Okay.
Nick Druschel.
Okay. Invented a new bridge.
Instruments.
Boy, that thing lightweight.
And there's two versions of this. There's the original stud finder, which is this, which works for guitar. Where's your phone?
Right there.
Right there. From 1954 to 60, right? The early juniors, and it's got more metal right there. You see all that extra metal, and then this is called the Savvy, which is
You can whack your 60 TV yellow guitar off of it.
exactly. Show them that.
Okay.
And that's got less metal. This is for 61 and post 61 Gibsons.
Okay, and I take it the intonation sets standardly with these little screws in the back. Why is this different than what was on there?
Because we made it right with the
The line on
yeah,
there.
it's got intonation lines on it. The holes are in the right place. It works.
Bam.
In front of
And
us.
it looks cool.
It looks
You're not like, putting a Kaler on a Les Paul here.
no, dude.
Right.
Comes with the Allen wrench adjustment.
Wow.
What I like to do before I start with these is just screw them in just a little bit because it's easier to back strings out, back the intonation out under tension.
Many people don't know this, but I've known Tom for a while, and I can tell you the one thing that I don't think that people know about him is that he's really good at setting guitars up.
Once they're already set up.
No. I personally,
I tweak them.
You're a good tweaker, yeah.
I can tweak a good, like a guitar with good frets,
Yeah.
a good nut, and a good bridge. I can tweak it real good.
Isn't it crazy to think of how many probably accomplished guitar players don't even know how to adjust their own neck?
Yeah, well,
You're right.
People are afraid to do things like that.
I think that's
I
right.
used to be afraid of that kind of shit.
Right.
Started doing it later.
Right.
Just out of frustration because I could never get anybody to do it the way I liked it, and then that's before I knew all those guys like Nick Druschel and Greg Boris and all those guys.
Yeah.
But nowadays I got so many good repair guys around me that I don't even bother to do any of this stuff anymore. I used to try. Yeah. But Ford is about to be blown away.
Blown away. Look at that, how fast this is going down. Are you going to intonate it and everything, or you going to have to?
When you set both these E's,
It's done.
it's done.
Oh, so you're only going one end, and center's done.
Yeah, you do both E's and it's perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just found this guitar, a guy in Mississippi, and he bought it, and we found out that it was I would say this is an old refit.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool refit.
I got to tell you, the Hawkeye here, I sent a picture on a regular message, a text message, and he saw it on the picture and knew that it was a refit. Were you serious?
I've been doing this a long time.
I know. Were you serious or were you kidding?
Of course.
You were serious. You could just tell.
I've been doing this a long time, man. I don't know how to change a light bulb, but I can tell you when your SG's been refinished from a crappy phone picture.
No, I be honest with you, I could kind of. I mean, I look at it. I'm kind of like, I'm getting kind of an eye for that.
Yeah, dude.
More so honestly, not on colors like this though. More so like easier with sunbursts. Way easier for me to tell.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, the expert guys, when you talk to them about what they look for in a refin, it's always fascinating. Most of what they're looking for is like stuff you don't think of, like sanding marks and the way certain corners are rounded. Because if when a guitar gets refinished, it gets sanded as well, and that distorts some of the cuts and things, and they can tell just by looking at that.
Right.
Like that guy Lynn Krausen at Grooms is amazing.
Right.
He sees things that
No one else spots.
No one's. Yeah, it's amazing. Just listen to that.
You hear that? That's a light. Do you think that's Brazilian or just regular rosewood?
Yeah, it's Brazilian.
So light. It's a light piece of Brazilian, huh?
Yeah, so all these 60s Gibbons were
Right. When did they give up that? 65, 66.
No.
What year did they go Brazilian till?
It was all the way through the 70s.
Really?
Still Brazilian, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, some boards were ebony, of course,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like on the customs and things.
You're rocking Brazilian out long.
As far as I know, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
crazy.
Man. You know, correct me if I'm
What?
wrong.
Okay. Well, okay. What would you say the
range.
difference? What would be any noticeable?
Martin stopped it in '68 on the backs and sides of their G28s and stuff.
What do you feel or hear between the difference between an Indian rosewood and a Brazilian frontboard, if any?
I don't know, man.
A darkness?
I don't know. I could tell you the difference between rosewood and maple, but
Sure.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm not that homo about all this stuff. I don't mean that word the way you think. I mean homo means like totally
Yeah.
geeked out on it.
Yeah.
That's when I use that word. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not politically incorrect.
No.
It's
Like when I say it's retarded.
yeah.
I'm not thinking about somebody in a helmet. I'm thinking about myself.
You still say that? You can't say that. No, you can't. Okay, so
Well, listen to it already.
I mean, it's like a whole nother instrument. You're not gonna believe this thing, man.
It's crazy. I'm
Dead-
excited.
it's dead in tune.
We're all excited.
You were gonna sell this guitar until you tried this.
I know some other people that are trying to chomp at the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I mean, who doesn't want a single dog ear guitar though? It's cool to have.
Yeah, because it's old growth Honduran mahogany, which is always cool.
Yeah. You put this through a Tweed Deluxe and it's over.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What do you think about your personal views on modeling amps for it?
Oh my God, let me tell you, this had a recent experience.
What's
I
that?
can go with on. I had two recent experiences because there's more than just the amp modeling. Because now you have the fake cabinet simulators,
Right.
which you run your real amplifier into. Well, I like him. I love old amplifiers. In fact, I bought my first amp in Nashville. I bought a '57 Tweed Deluxe off you.
Really?
What do you mean, really? I bought it off you in 2007.
That was the first amp you bought?
Well, no. I'm saying like in Nashville. But before that, I was using like Blues Breakers, or I was using the Vibro Kings. But it was my first Tweed amp.
Yeah.
So I got my first Tweed amp in 2007 for $2,500,
Right.
which I think you did pretty good on. But that amp is still running.
Yep.
I'll tag a video of it on the end of this, and it sounds amazing. It's crazy. It sounds. God, it's so good. It's like, ugh.
Hard to beat a good Tweed Deluxe, man.
But in any event, so they have this one company that makes these cabinet emulators, and you run your amp. And the guy sent it to me, and bless him, he's a really good dude. But I tried, and it's still not there. It's just like you're taking all this and putting it, like you're taking this analog thing and throwing it into a one-dimensional sounding. The speaker cabinet is sounding like a picture on the wall that's flat.
Yeah.
It's like a digital picture, and I can't see around it. If you're playing right, you can see. You can see the sound to the left and the right, the stereo of the whole thing. There's none of that. It's gone.
Right.
And when you touch it with your finger, real supple, like you're touching like a.
Yeah.
It's just you're touching this. You know.
Well, I think like the crazy sounds you could get on some kind of modeling gear could be a nice addition to some real amps. Like when you're overdone a million guitars on a track, do most of your sound with real amps and cool amps, and then when it goes, just put a couple candy things on there because you try to do a whole track with all modeling shit. Yeah. You got problems.
I'll tell you what's cool for on the bus. If you're riding on a bus and you don't have, a single pedal with headphones, the Iridium from Strymon. It's a fake amp. It's got a little Tweed Deluxe in it with reverb and a room mic on it.
Yeah.
And you plug it in, and it's like better than any of those like little practice things that you would get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, a couple $100, and they sound really good.
This next little screw in.
Is it?
It's got a hump right here on the bass side, and it's got a kick up down here. Treble side looks pretty good, actually. Does he actually feel high in the middle? Yeah. I think I'm just going to take the whole action down a little bit and see what happens. You cool with that?
No, this is going to be scary.
It's going to be good.
All right, so we're working on this guitar. I got a question for you.
You can ask me whatever you want.
Okay, here comes a good question.
Anything you want.
Well, I'm gonna make a statement. Eddie Van Halen didn't know how to write songs.
Bullshit.
What do you mean?
Eddie Van Halen was one of the greats, man.
You think he was a great songwriter?
Yes, of course.
Why was Expand upon that.
Well, he was, he's great at coming up with a fucking awesome riff that you could put some cool lyrics over and make a great song.
Okay. Do you think that it does make him less of a songwriter because he doesn't write lyrics in the sense of like a country songwriter writes lyrics? Or is it worse or cooler?
Dude, all anybody who sings wants is an amazing riff or a groove to sing over.
No matter what they're singing.
And Eddie Van Halen can come up with something fucking awesome.
They kick your ass.
Yeah, man, and you get anybody to sing something over, and it's going to be cool because it's a cool groove.
So you'd say that he was one of the greatest rock songwriters there is?
I don't know about. Well, that's a trick, right? So, like, I mean, he's one of the greatest innovators.
Innovators, right?
He was doing some crazy shit that no one else thought.
Do you think that they were like really happy when they listened to playback from, say, like Hot for Teacher and and they were like giggling?
Dude,
like, listen,
yeah, it's amazing records, man.
Amazing records, right?
Amazing records. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the Hagar. Although I respect Santa and everything, I think he was great.
Right.
I thought Van Halen was Van Halen when they had David.
Sure. Okay, but in closing on that issue, you'd say that he was a really great songwriter.
I love him, man. I'm a huge fan.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
That question has been answered. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a question from the fans.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Look at this. Look at how much better it already looks.
Kids are running around. Hi, guys. All right, so it should be in there.
But listen, you can hear it already, actually. The guitar's coming in. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Wow.
I haven't even intimated it. I went too low.
What would you say of the way that the bones of that guitar?
I went a little too low. One thing.
Hey, isn't that the same type of guitar you just got?
You guys got to stay off the camera. I don't let my kids be on.
No, you don't want to be on there.
Videos.
I got it blocked.
Never. Well, the same kind of guitar. What?
He was using that picture that you just got.
Yeah, double neck.
But
I'm gonna straighten this neck just a little bit.
Move straight in the neck.
Just a little bit.
All right.
It's got a little too much in the middle.
A little too much?
Yeah.
He loves doing this stuff. I think they were gonna have to bust the sandpaper out on that nut too, because it's grabbing the strings up there.
I got some nut files.
I got some nut files.
Yeah. This thing's gonna be fun.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna ask me some questions.
Pete Townsend.
Pete Townsend, my second favorite guitar player.
Second favorite?
Yeah.
Cool sounding chords.
I heard he was 6'6".
6'6".
Holy shit.
Ginormous. The monster.
Does anybody know out there? I heard that's what someone said. That he's
Monster.
6'6".
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Big old boy.
It's amazing that if you watch, was that Live at Leeds where he's like wailing around the guitar still kind of in tune.
Dude.
It's nuts. How did he do that?
He's amazing.
How did he do that? How did he do it?
I love Pete Townsend.
That concert is
There's
100.
a songwriter.
Yeah. Oh, brutal, huh?
There's a songwriter.
Brutal. Yeah. Just brutal.
There's a songwriter. Who's the best songwriter in rock history? Besides John and Paul.
Yeah, I mean,
you
my brain immediately went there.
You can't even put them in the conversation because they're so obvious.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well.
Besides them.
For best songwriters?
Yeah.
In rock and roll, what kind of music?
Rock history.
Rock history? I really dug Jimmy Page a lot, man.
Me too.
I mean, come on. I mean, when people rag on him as a guitar player, I just laugh. I'm going to not mention names, but this person that I know, I told him in the rest of your lifetime, you'll never, ever even write the outro solo to Stairway to Heaven.
Right.
That solo fell off a tree, right?
Well, just his production ideas and his
amazing.
wisdom. The wisdom in those
Genius.
records for 20-year-old dudes.
How close are they to the list of people that you were probably thinking of?
Definitely up there.
Up there?
When I listened to Jimmy Page records,
God, all my love.
I
and
can't
all these
believe
tunes.
those guys were in their 20s when they made that shit.
It's insane. That's a lost thing now. No one's. Maybe going on YouTube and learning how to play things visually isn't going to throw your brain like having to learn what your ears did.
Right.
right?
Learn with your ears is the thing.
People learn with their eyes now.
That's what I think.
Right.
Okay, so this is going to be great. Now check it
Just
out.
pound that fret down. What he's going to do is he's going to take a hammer and a mallet and
Watch
donk, right?
This is going to be amazing. Watch.
Right.
It's a little.
Oh, look at this. He's adjusting the intonation with the screws.
Yeah. As you come a little forward, it's a little flat. You're not going to believe how good this thing feels.
That's crazy.
It played.
Look how cool it looks too.
It played like a log
Yeah,
wagon.
that thing. I mean, it's not, huh?
It needs the nut's too low. It needs to be
You can
shooting.
hear that. Let's crack it off. Let's take something out of it. Should you crack it off? You got a piece of sandpaper or something?
You can. I'm gonna let somebody else do that, but I'm just gonna get it in the ballpark.
Okay.
All you gotta do is shim the nut a little bit. It's gonna be great.
You can hear it cranking in it. Question. Why do you think Peter Gabriel won't just go out and do the reunion with Genesis still to this day? I mean, they're a bunch of old men. Why won't they just bury the hatchet and two of them say, hey, let's do this?
Well,
What is the problem?
Phil can't play drums anymore, man.
Okay, I get that. I know that.
Botched surgeries.
His son's playing, right?
He's had some terrible things happen to him.
Yeah.
And you guys know that I'm the biggest Phil
Yeah.
Collins fan that ever lived. And the biggest.
He's a bad boy.
Dude,
Stupid, right?
the greatest.
Isn't it crazy?
The greatest.
It's so weird, man. Isn't it weird, like how when you're younger and you were into rock music, you kind of like looked at people for how cool they looked, and you thought that guy can't. You know what I mean? Because Eddie Van Halen looks so cool, but if you saw some dweeb, you'd never think that he could be as good as him based upon his appearance.
Yeah.
Well, he falls into that category of, not the hippest looking cat.
Phil Collins looked cool when he was young.
Yeah,
He looked really cool.
way old Genesis.
Yeah, he looked really cool.
Yeah, but when his great fame came, do you remember when he would play the? I think he might have played a bad guy on Miami Vice a few times. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I heard about that. I never saw it.
I don't know if he was a bad guy, but I know he was definitely on there. Kind of like the tweaked out dude.
Okay, dude, we're getting there.
This is a process.
We're on this.
The
It's hot out here out in the garage. I'm pouring sweat. You guys see it?
all right, question. Have you ever? This is very, close to me right now. Have you ever gotten to a session and you're like, I'm the wrong guy for this specific thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you just picked up the phone and you call?
I fired myself off a couple sessions. Yes.
You're just like, I'm not the right guy for this.
Yeah, there's people that can do what I'm trying to do better than I can. Yes.
And you're like, all right, I'm not the guy.
Yeah.
See that? However, I think tells you that you just, you have a producer's mind. You know exactly what the outcome is going to be.
Yeah.
And it ain't going to make sense.
I remember walking off of Byron Gallmer's Faith Hill record one time, trying to play an acoustic part, and I just couldn't get it, and I beat it up for a while. And Byron was cool about it and everything, but I just, after a while, I said, man, I just can't play this.
Wow.
But I can show you somebody who can.
Right. Hello.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
There you have it, right?
Because, everyone's got strengths and weaknesses, man. Some people are great at this, terrible at that. You don't want me playing a gut string part on your record. I can't do that shit. I'm not a jazzer. I'm not one of those guys who come in and play like a session full of old Christmas songs.
Right. God.
I can't do that shit.
Jesus, man. There we go. That's really coming together really good, as you can see. Whoa.
Dude.
Give us a Who. Give us. I feel like maybe there's a Who thing going on about the pop this.
SG.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, he would be a special. God.
Remember the way this guitar sounded?
Yes, that wasn't that. Yeah.
I mean, it sounded.
It's a whole different ballgame.
Dude, feel it.
It's alive.
Feel it. You haven't done it yet. Is that amazing? I'm gonna get another beer. I'll be right back.
Where's that yellow guitar, dude? So he has made a massive difference in this. Oh my God, that's insane. Music City Bridge.
Yes. Music City Bridge, and that's model Savvy, which is
It's way more alive. How did it change the volume and everything?
It's the shit.
God damn.
It's the total.
How much are they?
$120, I think.
Wow.
Like that. Takes 10 minutes to put it on. Put your original bridge in the case pocket.
I'm gonna show the kids a lick.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? So. I don't even know where it is.
Can you believe it? What the difference that makes? Look at this. Look at the. Show me the way the strings line up on the neck and the pole piece.
Oh.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's hitting all the right magnets, spacing.
Yeah, it's a total shit. This is not a paid commercial, by the way, for this bridge. This is totally unplanned video. He just came over here.
Now, this is all to get me some followers. Right?
I just said, look, I'll give you one of these bridges. Make a little video. You can tell everybody what it does. I mean, the original bridge was made for a wound G, right? So there's no chance of it ever being tuned.
Uncle Larry's a nice guy.
Here's the tune right here, bro. Tug it.
I got it.
Tug it.
You know what? When I'm on shows, I rarely use my tuning pegs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pulling, and I was equating that I used like a Lyra or a Bigsby a lot. That I tune my guitar probably 10 times a song.
Yeah.
I'm tuning every single chance I get. Do you?
Yeah, totally.
You tune? You hear that great?
There's no guitar going on.
I'm tuning.
Yeah.
You still using a volume pedal?
Oh yeah, always. It's part of my whole
Do you
thing.
ever fight the thing where you're on the volume pedal, but at the same time you're monkeying with your volume on your guitar?
Dude, this guitar needs a sticker right there. Or somewhere.
That's like a pin-up girl. Not. Right? That's you.
I mean, look at the intonation. Show it here. I'll try to get it over there if I can.
Perfect. Perfect. Holy mother of God. That is dying. It's not perfect. That's incredible.
Yep. It takes a budget model guitar and turns it into a professional instrument. That bridge does.
That is really phenomenal. Music City Bridge, you can get it. Where do you buy it?
MusicCityBridge.com. Check it out.
MusicCityBridge.com. To save all your, any wraparound type thing you have, this will intonate it. It goes together as you saw.
This will work on the original here, the stud finder, which is this one right here.
God dang.
Oh no,
Because he's got all the stuff.
that's not a say. This is a stud finder. This was the first one we made. This one will work on a 54 through 60 Les Paul Junior or a 54 through 60 Les Paul Special, right? That'll work great on there.
Let's talk about this. This has never been mentioned before. Let's look at how much bigger your hands are. I have very average hands. Just bigger than Trump's. Let's see how big your hands are. You ready? Holy shit. That's like Shaquille O'Neal. That's crazy, man.
I got big hands.
That's not
That's not
fair.
all.
Yeah.
That's not all. Man.
That's not, yeah, okay. So that's wild.
Here, you gotta cut these off. I hate doing this. Cut this shit off. You do the hard part.
So, how about when you're a little kid and you like your certain bands and you have, it seems to me like when you get older, you realize, oh, they were listening to so-and-so, but you didn't notice it when you were a super fan.
Totally.
Right? You're like, it comes to light, you're like, oh my God, that all that was this band.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like for example, everyone thinks that Brian Wilson is such a genius and everything, and he is.
Uh-huh.
But if you go back and listen to the Four Freshmen and look where he stole,
That's where it's all from.
Totally.
There you go.
But we all steal. And nobody is
Right.
Listen to that, dude. on an SG.
That's crazy, man.
Listen to it.
I think he's getting it. It's amazing.
It's in tune, bro.
What all does it need to have done at this point? To be honest.
I'm shimming a little bit. It's a little.
Shimming. What about the frets?
I mean, you know, they're knackered, but it's
Are those? Is that a refret? Does it look like a refret? Definitely.
Yeah, it probably is a refit. Yeah, because there's no nibs. Yeah.
No nibs.
And it's a refin.
Does anybody know what a nib is? A nib is when they finish the guitar after the fret and they paint on the end of the fret. You'd actually see paint on the very end of the frets. That's called a nib.
Listen.
Jesus. Wouldn't have been usable before.
No,
Not even usable.
No. If you'd have a chance if you put a wound G on it.
Wow.
But,
Getting it. It's incredible. Let me ask you this question. Yeah, we got this guitar. We're going all over the place on this show today. What's this? Let me have your A. Okay.
yeah.
So this one here, this is the same bridge.
Yeah.
What year is this guitar?
Did you know?
It's the same one as that?
No.
No, that's it. Right. That's the stuff on it.
Because it wouldn't work on it. This bridge
Right.
wouldn't work on it.
Right. See, I wasn't aware that was any different.
Yeah.
So I'd be using this bridge here on like a 53 gold top or something. 54 or something.
No, you use this on a 54 to 60.
This fucker is,
Killer.
excuse the French, this thing is whoop. How long ago did you get this
I
one?
just got it recently.
All right, so we're gonna do one little musical thing here, right? If I'm playing, see?
Okay.
This is what we were doing now.
What's the chord?
What I'm trying to say is I was going to play a D, and this is the cool part. This is like a co-writing thing, because here's one thing that I didn't know. I was kind of ignorant towards. You think that session players are just coming up with parts, but they're actually really great songwriters. That's why they can come up with the parts, right? And if you haven't heard Tom's record, Trip the Witch, that shit is on repeat. I listen to that record a ton. It's amazing. But
You're about to get a vinyl copy of this.
so the deal is, when I hear that change, I'm hearing going to the 4 chord and then going major to minor. And to me, that play is kind of worn out. And like,
So you went from F sharp minor 7 to C sharp minor 7. Twice
and F sharp minor.
to D add 9.
Whoa.
No, make it sharp D 11. Which is like implying A major.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Can you then go from that to then a minor of the same?
Hey, dude, there's no rules to music.
But I'm just trying to say, like, when you have something and someone comes to you and you're a session guy and say, I have this, what other idea do you have, is what we're kind of doing here.
Yeah.
So I'm playing that change.
So you could put a major 7 on it. You can imply E major over the D.
Ooh, I like that.
Because what you got is the tension of that 5 chord. Because we're really in the key of A
Yeah.
at this point.
Right.
So it's like 6 minor to 3 minor, right? A major, right? And then this D chord, if you play it like this, if you imply the 5 over the 4,
I love that. Yep.
you can also imply part of the 5 over the 4. You don't have to use
Fantastic, right?
You can just you could do all this shit. You can be like, you could do that.
So what I'm doing is I'm tricking Tommy to help him finish my song. So the verse.
Okay, so you're going to do the 2 minor.
Okay, so what can we? What would you do to spruce that very basic, simple change up? Oh, that's cool. As your diamond,
Yeah.
dang, back to the top of the verse then, right?
F major over B flat.
Oh, that's cool. That's your hit right there, right?
Yeah, if you want to get jazzy.
That's cool.
Kind of jazz.
That's cool.
But play that chord. F over B flat.
How do you play that? Okay, so I'd be like, here's what I was thinking about. I go. Right here. That's weird. That's weird shit. If you listen to Shook Witch, they got all kinds of wild shit on there. I like the one song. What's
I like that one song.
No, what's the one that goes down.
Yeah, that was Dean's thing.
That was totally STP, but you can hear what Scott Weiland would be doing over that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a badass
That's
tune.
Dean kicking ass right there.
That song is badass.
Listen to that. I'll tune that.
God.
You can't get that shit in
Dude,
tune
that's
like that.
incredible. Hey, wait! Play. You know you used to play back in the day, and I want to see how you did it again. Ship of Fools.
Yeah.
Let's try to do that. Watch this. So what would you say is Robert Plant comparatively, musically, to Jimmy Page? God.
Pre-chorus, man.
God.
I know why. I know why.
Crazy on the ship of fools.
Crazy on the ship of fools.
I bet you that song was brought in with that first. You know?
Back to underground. Oh no. Ship of fools.
It's so cool,
Dude,
man.
Robbie Blunt, man.
You showed that to me, I forgot it.
That's how I got a gig with Cheryl Crow one time.
Really?
Playing that at
Yeah, but you didn't do it.
Yeah, I got her guy heard me playing that at a sound check.
You didn't do the gig though. Because
I
you
went and auditioned.
I know, but you were playing with Dennis, I know the story.
Yeah.
You took the gig playing with the tall dude, what's his name? The country guy here in Nashville.
Yeah, I was already on a gig and
What was it? What's his name? I played with
Lionel Cartwright.
Yeah, and you were like, I can't do the gig because I'm.
Yeah, and boy, because she was unknown.
And that was right when it was happening.
Yeah, she was totally unknown.
Oh my God, man.
I should have took that gig.
Yeah.
That would have been great. But man, how about this guitar, right? This is Game Changer, right? Fucking cool.
God. Amazing stuff.
Right on, man. I'm glad you like it.
All right, that was our episode. I
Thanks for
don't know.
watching.
You're better. What will we name this one? What do you think? A stud finder.
Or Savvy.
Savvy.
It's called the Savvy. This one is.
Okay, we'll just call it Savvy. All right.
This is for 61 and then later guitars. You can
Savvy's for 61 later, and the stud finder is for.
put 54 to 60.
All right.
Yeah.
Music City Bridge.
Music City Bridge.
Song of Bukovac Aka Thurston. Peace.
Peace out.